What's up, my butterfly beauties? It's your girl Jazzy Leno, and I'm back with another video. So today's video is gonna be real kind of chill. It's gonna be me telling you guys some of my vendor do's and don'ts. It doesn't matter if you sell hair, lashes, clothing, skincare, lip gloss, whatever it is. These are just some do's and don'ts that I think you guys should follow when you're looking for vendors. So if you want to get that inside scoop, honey, just keep on watching. Have been asking me a lot of business questions, and for the longest time I was not answering because sorry y'all, my titties is getting out of control. For the longest time, you guys, I haven't been answering you guys' business questions and things like that because I've been promoting the Broke Entrepreneur Tour, which I still do those. If you're interested in that, I'll leave it in the cards right here. But I did kind of want to give you guys a teaser, a freebie of some of the knowledge that I know and let you guys know that I really do have a sense of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to stop rambling and we're going to jump right into the do's of searching for your vendor. So, Butterfly Beauties, the first thing first, I say first things first in every video, but the first thing you want to do is really take your time and filter out these search engines. So when you're looking for a vendor, which meaning that you want to start your business, which meaning you're going to need a mass amount of product. Not really mass, but you're going to need enough to sell. So you're going to go wholesale. So when you go on these wholesaler sites, they'll have search engines just as they would on Forever 21, Fashion Nova, any other big company that you can filter out your search engines of what you want, price range, things like that. When you go on these wholesaler sites, they also have those. So you guys need to take your time and actually filtering it out. I would say definitely filter out where you want your things to come from. Also, you want to check for the trade assurance percentage, and you also want to check for the customer feedback percentage. I tell my butterfly beauties that have done my webinars, the group and the one-on-one sessions, to never go with anything below 80%. The reason I say check for trade assurance is because that is exactly what it is, assurance of trade. So that means that they're going to assure you that you're going to get, something shipped out. So it's going to be an exchange. So I'm going to give you this for that, that for this. If you want to know more about trade assurance, you can always sign up for my webinars, but I'm just giving you guys, just a little bit to work with for today. But piggybacking on that, you also want to make sure that they have a good response rate. This is very important, being that one, most of these companies are overseas. Two, they service a lot of people. You might think you don't have the same vendor as anyone, but you probably do. Also, just want to make sure that they're good replying. They can reply good. They have great customer service. Basically what the reviews are. Now, don't get me wrong, companies all the time scam and have people writing good reviews, and it's not that, but you just have to play with it. You just have to use your judgment. I wouldn't go to somebody that has 59 customers and they have 5 reviews and being like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go with them because they have 100%. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but to each his own. You can do what you want. If I want to, I will. If I want to, I will. So yeah, you guys just take your time and filter out the search engines. And now we can jump into number. Second thing you want to do when it comes to a do of these vendor do's and don'ts is you want to write the vendor an inquiry. So when you write the inquiry, on wholesale sites, they pretty much have automated ones that you could send. Just send it out that they've already done. Don't do that. You want to modify everything what you need. So say my name is Jazzy Leno. I am a vendor. I'm offering headscarves. Somebody is sending me an inquiry saying they need this many headscarves for this amount of money. Something that I tell my butterfly beauties all the time is you are in control. You need to let them know what you have, what you can afford, and how much money you have to work with. Do not ever in your entire business life ask somebody, how much can I get for this price? Because what they're going to do is they're going to give you a price just because they see, one, that you're eager, two, you're trying to hurry up and give somebody some money, and you're not even doing a research of, okay, how much is this product? I could easily tell you $300 when it could really in all actuality cost $75. So you always want to come to somebody. You are a boss. You are the boss. You always want to come to somebody stating what you have and what you can afford. That being said, you need to write exactly what it is that you want. You need to know, oh, I want synthetic lashes, I want real mink, I want Siberian mink, I want 3D mink, I want 25 mm. You have to do your research knowing exactly what you want. Before you even write anybody talking about any money, you need to have done your research about whatever it is that you want. Same with my girls with hair. You need to make sure that well, hair is a little bit more tricky and a lot of more research, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. You guys need to make sure that you're coming correct, knowing what you want, knowing that you need to be in a boss mindset at all times, because you are a boss. So make sure that you stay in that boss mindset the entire time. When you write these inquiries, you need to state what it is that you want, how many of the item, because they're going to have on there where you can say how many of the item you want, but they will also have something called an MOQ. What an MOQ is the minimum order quantity. So if their MOQ is 1,000 and you only need 10 lashes, you cannot go with them. They're not going to fulfill your order of 10 lashes when they said that the minimum amount that you can order is 1,000. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I hope we seeing each other. But yeah, so if they have an MOQ of 10 and you need one, no, it's not going to happen. They're not going to do it for you. Now, you can't ask them, oh, can I just get one for a sample or something like that? But that's a different topic for a different day. Like I told you guys, I'm really promoting this Broke Entrepreneur Tour webinars. These are one-on-one good sessions. A lot of my girls have already been up and rolling with this business. Most of them are lashes, but I have had some that's doing clothing, things like that. When I personally write my inquiries, I tell them how much I have for inventory and for shipping, and merging that in one. So, you know, I have enough money for this amount of lashes plus shipping. I don't have no more money than that. That's it. That's all I have. That's all you can get. So we're going to have to work with whatever we can.
Is it worth it? Can I work it? Put my motherfucking thing up.
Number 3 is really special to my webinar, which is why you guys should sign up. I know I keep pushing this on you guys, but if you have, you know, some extra money to play around with, not play around with, because this will be very beneficial to you and your business, then I highly recommend that you come to the Broke Entrepreneur Tour. These one-on-one sessions, it's just me and you doing like this. I see you, you see me, kind of like a FaceTime call, but not really. Is through an online webinar service that I use. But anyway, number 3 is to formulate a contract. Now, if you come to my webinar, I have already formulated the contract and I have highlighted the things in green that you need to change. After my webinar, that's emailed to you guys, so I email that along with other things that I feel like I need to share. But it's very self-explanatory. You know, you take out what I put, the general things that I put, and you make it tailored to you and your business. So most of my girls, they really appreciate that. They've been using it. If they need somebody to review it, I do that, of course. I'm just really personal like that. It's not like a structured thing to where I say, oh, I'm gonna talk about this, and this. Like, I have an order, but it's still personable. You know what I'm saying? People still feel like they know me. So I always want that to be the goal. So those are my do's for vendors. Now we're finna hop into the don'ts. So one of my don'ts is, when you're, it's kind of piggybacking off one of the do's, but it's when you're filtering out your search engines. I typically don't go for any US vendors, and I'm finna tell you guys why. I typically don't go for US vendors because the pricing is kind of high, and I think that's because they're trying to factor in the shipping costs so that they can't charge you buku amounts for shipping. But I just stay away from US vendors. The price is too high. You can get the same quality. It's not like they're not getting it from overseas anyway. So I just stay away from US vendors. The second don't would be, don't beg anybody to take your money, honey. Do not beg anyone to take your money. Whoever is for you will communicate effectively, and they will make you a priority. Now, mind you, these people have plenty of many customers and everything like that, but it's just that simple. Them reaching back out to you after you've already reached out, that can make you feel good about, you know, what you're doing. Don't beg anybody to take your money, because there's millions of vendors out there. So if this one person, you really wanted them and they're not responding, you're just going to have to move on and go to somebody else. But you guys, I also tell my butterfly beauties, we cannot expect immediate responses. Now, I know I just told y'all don't beg nobody to take your money, they need to communicate and everything like that, but we have to be reasonable. These people, most of these people are overseas somewhere, so unless, you know, you don't do what I said and get a US vendor. But anyway, most of these people are overseas somewhere. So the time difference, the time zone is really, you know, can be really weird, really tricky. So don't expect for you to send an inquiry and then like 5 seconds later someone respond. But some of them will, but most of them won't. Just because by the time you're doing it, they're probably asleep or they're just waking up, or you're just going to sleep. So keep that in mind, you guys. Try to be reasonable with these people, but not too damn reasonable, because I think more than a day or two is too much. You need to move on, do your research, and find some other vendors. I don't care if this is the top vendor. They got 100% trade assurance, 100% customer feedback rate, great pictures. Number 4, you only have to worry about this if you have attended my webinar or, you know, you into making your own contract. But don't get mad if a vendor refuses your contract. That happened to me with my natural lash vendor. They refused my contract, which it was fine because they trade assurance and the customer feedback was great. So I really didn't have too much to worry about. But if they do refuse your contract, please make sure that it's a person that has, you know, what I said about the trade assurance and the customer feedback. So don't get mad, my butterfly beauties, if they refuse your contract. One of my vendors, she was like, no, we're not really into signing contracts. I think they thought it was like a commitment contract, which that is not what it is. So if you come to my webinar, this is not a commitment contract. They're not committed to only giving you lashes and things like that. So some people kind of have that misunderstood, but yeah, no, that's not what the contract is. But you'll have to come to my Broke Entrepreneur Tour to realize what that is. 5 is don't disclose your vendor to anyone, honey. I don't give a damn about Kiki, Riri, Shishi, BB, TT, or Shishi. No. Nobody getting this vendor, honey. Nobody. I don't care about nothing. You want to act like this vendor is your social security number unless you want to sell it. Now, that's on you. I don't sell vendors. I don't do nothing like that, but that's on you. When these vendors send you pictures, videos, things like that, please don't go and post it on your social media talking about some coming soon, because y'all do that a lot. People can screenshot those videos, those pictures, put them in a wholesaler website, and then boom, there go your vendor. They don't have to do no more work, and then you just gave out all your free game for free. So don't do that. You can say coming soon with your logo. You can say coming soon with, yeah, that's pretty much it, with your logo, or, you know, a little post. But don't be posting pictures and doing all this, sending this video of this white lady or this Asian lady and she trying on the lashes, and then you wondering why somebody has your vendor, which other people will have your vendor. Listen to me, other people will have the same vendor as you, but they need to never know that they have the same vendor as you. You need to never know you have the same vendor as them. And that's just that on that, period. My last and final thing, you guys, I want to tell you guys, don't buy vendors. I'm not trying to knock nobody hustle. I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm not trying to do any of that. And this goes for me too. Don't buy vendors. That money, that $50, $60, $70, some people be pushing it to $100. That money can go back into your business. Now, I can see if you were paying $50 for a class, $50 for, you know, a mentor, $50 for a kit, something. But just to get a connect that you're able to get for free.
Oh, 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 G, L, E, gulu gulu.
I don't think you should spend your money in buying that. You could put that money towards your actual business, or you could have put that money towards a class to tell you step by step so that you can know how to just go in there and look at a vendor, pick something out, get samples, get all this stuff you need, and get the train rolling. So I say don't buy vendors. People gonna say, be in the comments, I already know y'all gonna say,
well, how you gonna sell a business class and then you telling us not to buy vendors?
my butterfly beauties that's been to my class, my butterfly beauties that have been to my one-on-one sessions know that I do not sell vendors. I'm not selling you a vendor. I am selling you, actually I'm not selling you nothing. I'm providing you with a service to give you the tools that you need to be an effective beginner, to not stay a beginner, to expand your knowledge, to expand your brand. That's what I'm giving you. You guys aren't paying me the money for me to give you vendors. Now, I'll tell you wholesaler sites. I'll tell you marketing tips, savings and budgeting tips. I also tell you how to ship your orders, things like that. But I will not be selling vendors. So please don't be in the comments saying, you know, how you gonna do this. I'm just letting y'all know that that's something that I personally wouldn't do. But, you know, to each his own. Everybody does what they want to do. Some people don't want to look for vendors, so that's perfectly fine. I'm washing my hands with that. Oh, I'm done rambling, you guys, and that's all that I have for you guys, period. No, but seriously, you guys, I love you guys so much. I thank you guys for continuing to support my YouTube channel and my business. I thank you guys for transforming with me on this journey, and I love you guys so much. Bye.